The Photoshop basics. I'll be talking about some tools, tips, commands, and shortcuts. So first, the Move tool. The Move tool is used to move elements around by left-clicking and dragging. Like most of the other tools, it can be found on the sidebar. If you hold Shift down while using the tool, you will only move the object along one axis. This can be helpful if you want to maintain the Y or X position of the element. You can also move elements around using the free transform shortcut, which is Ctrl+T. In transform mode, you can scale, move, or rotate the object selected in any shape or way. To exit transform mode, hit Enter or click the check mark to confirm your edits, or press Escape or click Cancel to discard them. You can also enter free transform mode by going to the Edit drop down and pressing free transform. Zooming in. Zooming in is one of the fundamentals and essentials of Photoshop. There are two ways you can do so. The first way is by using the Zoom tool by pressing Z. When you have the Zoom tool selected, dragging your mouse to the left will zoom you out, and dragging your mouse to the right will zoom you in. The second way to zoom in is by using the keyboard shortcut. Hold Alt and roll the scroll wheel to either zoom in or out. This is my preferred option as it is very versatile and easy to use. It does not disrupt your workflow. Okay, so basic selection tools. The rectangular Marquee tool is the most basic of them all. Its shortcut is M and the tool is used to make rectangular selections. When you create the rectangle, you can only work inside the selected space. So as you can see, I'm using this brush to draw, but I can't draw outside the box. This can be helpful in many scenarios. Additionally, if you want to move the element inside the selected space, but nothing outside of it, you can switch to the Move tool and move the selection as you would move a regular object. Just make sure you are on the correct layer. The Lasso tool, which is another selection tool, is helpful when you are trying to create a rough mask around an object. To use it, draw around the object you are trying to select. You can then press the mask option, which should look like the Japanese flag, to isolate your selection. There's also the polygonal lasso tool, which does the same thing, allowing you to make freeform selections with straight lines. Simply left-click each time you want to create a new segment. The last three basic selection tools are the Object Selection tool, the Quick Selection tool, and the Magic Wand tool. These are some of the best, but I will not be covering them as I believe that our teachers have covered them already. Close cutting using Advanced Selection tools. Now, we've all been taught how to close cut by selecting the subject and masking, but there's actually a button that can do it for you. First, unlock your layer, select it, go into the Properties tab, and scroll down to Quick Actions. Under the tab, select Remove Background, which will automatically isolate the subject via masking. This will work better in some scenarios than others, and sometimes not work at all, so always do some additional refinement. In this instance, the tool was very helpful as it cut this woman's curly hair flawlessly. Now, another tool you probably haven't heard of is the Color Range Selection tool. It's just what it sounds like and is used to select all areas that have a specific predetermined color. To use it, first click into the Select tab and then click Color Range. Make sure you're on the layer you're trying to edit. From here, your cursor will automatically change into an eyedropper. You can then left-click the color you want to select. In this scenario, I just want to select the background, so I'll click the background. There's also a fuzziness slider, which essentially determines how rough a selection is. When the fuzziness is higher, a selection will include a larger range of similar colors, whereas when the fuzziness is low, a selection will only include the exact inputted hex code. Photoshop has also created this preview panel. The black shows what isn't going to be selected, and the white shows what is going to be selected. Anything gray is going to be half selected, which essentially means the selection will have an opacity that is neither 100 or 0%. Here, I only want the background of the guy selected, so I'll move the slider up and down until I have what I want and the background is white in the preview. I'll then press OK and the selection will be made. However, as I stated, I do not want any part of this guy's body to be selected, meaning that I will have to use a quick selection tool and negatively select the parts of his body by holding Alt and dragging my mouse over the parts. After doing so, I'll right-click, press Select Inverse, and create a mask. Now I've successfully gotten rid of the background, though I'll still have to do some editing. This tool is a great way to remove solid backgrounds or colors you do not want.